why entrepreneurship is not for everyone. Let's get right to it. Although entrepreneurship has become increasingly popular in recent years, the truth is that not everybody's suited for the entrepreneurial life. While entrepreneurship comes with more freedom than employment, to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be incredibly disciplined. Entrepreneurship is not as glamorous as it looks in the media, especially in the beginning stages. It often takes years of hard labor, dedication, and no recognition to have a truly successful business. This partly explains why plenty of entrepreneurs give up and return to employment. Statistics show that 40% of startup failures is due to a poor fit, followed closely at 38% by a lack of time and involvement. It takes a rare kind of tenacity to make it as an entrepreneur. If you're considering quitting your regular 9-to-5 job for entrepreneurship, you might be wondering if you have what it takes. Here's a list of some of the most important traits for an entrepreneur. You're a visionary, you're a people person, you take action, you're persistent, you're a risk taker, and you're creative. Now, being creative isn't necessary, but it can definitely help take a business to the next level. Actually, most of the people that I know that are successful in business, they are not so creative. They just are able to follow a blueprint and they follow it well. They add their own little twists later on and improve upon it, but they're not the ones who develop the idea. They do what works and then they improve on it. So that's kind of being creative, right? Let's go further into detail about these criteria. Let's start with visionary. Visionary entrepreneurs are people who think on a big scale. They're experts at dreaming big. They think of ways they can change the world for the better by providing a needed service or product. Where a normal mind sees limitation, an entrepreneur sees opportunity. Now that's the picture perfect definition, right? What visionary actually means in my experience is the ability to see opportunity and seize it. That simple. It doesn't have to be this new amazing idea that nobody's ever thought of before. It just has to be an opportunity that you can excel at and hopefully enjoy. Number 2, being a people person. To really stand out in the business world, it helps to be really good at interpersonal relationships. While being an introverted loner does not rule you out as a potential entrepreneur, lacking people skills could greatly hinder your success. Luckily, this is something that you can work on. Number 3, you take action. Perhaps the most important, other than just being persistent and sticking with it, is taking action. You might have a great idea, but unless you're willing to work on it, it's worth absolutely nothing. There are tons of people with great ideas that nothing ever comes out of it because they never start. 4, without a doubt, the most important, persistence. Being able to endure on a project. Not just for a couple weeks, not just for a couple months, years. Years properly building, learning from your mistakes, and continually building on a project. If you can achieve this, you will be successful. Period. And lastly, number 5, risk taker, because we're skipping creative. You don't need to be creative to be successful. But being a risk taker should go without saying. You're going to have to take some level of risk in any entrepreneurial endeavor you do. You're risking time, you're risking money, you're risking relationships with friends and family because of the time that you're spending. You gotta take risks. And you may be pursuing an idea that you have no idea if it'll work or not. That's just part of the game, and that's really what it is to be at the core of entrepreneurship. You gotta take a risk, you gotta start, and you gotta persist. So this is it. This is my list for those who might be interested in entrepreneurship. Again, it's not for everybody. Highly rewarding if you can get into it and find something you truly love and enjoy. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe.